What's up, guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and I'm back to using my Randall Satan 120. I'm using my 2014 Paul Reed Smith Custom 22 Leprechaun Tooth. This thing is absolutely amazing, and let's check the Satan. Okay, Randall Satan. So here's the whole thing. Yo, that thing is, in the used market, is still ridiculously expensive. That being said, my friends, I feel, and I'm almost biased because I'm going to lean towards Mesa. I just feel that rectifiers, and of course this is boosted, has more of that chest pounding tone that the Satan just lacks. Yo, I turn it on, I'm just like, you're missing a little bit, Satan. The rectifier is gonna kick your ass. And of course, I have a dual rectifier, I have a triple rectifier, I have a stiletto, I have a dual rectifier clone by R&R Sounds from in Russia. So to say that I definitely lean more towards Mesa is an understatement. But think of how many albums guitarists have used the rectifier on since the early 90s. Like, yo, it is dozens and dozens and dozens of albums that have used the rectifier. I honestly, if I were to record right now, this is just me, I wouldn't use a Satan. Listen, it's amazing. I am plugged straight through, with the exception of that right there. That light is the Fortin Zool. I'm only using a noise gate, and that's it. The rectifier, you can't do that. You can't go into a Zool and into the rectifier and think it's going to sound good, because it 1000% will not. Boosted is a different story. This amp has the Fortin grind built in, along with the girth, and those two, along with the depth, is basically the Fortin, what's it called? The blade. It's basically the Fortin blade. So, which is a TC Electronics integrated preamp anyway. So it basically has it built in. Does it sound great? Yes. Did people really make a stink when Ola would always use the Satan, and people would complain that they bought a certain pedal because it sounded great, but then once they used it with their PV 6505, it sounded terrible? Just know that every preamp pedal that goes through the Satan is going to sound great. Overall, this amp used, you're going to spend about $1,200. You can get a Mesa dual rectifier for about $650, a triple rectifier for about $850. And I honestly feel that those have more punch in your face tone. You know, Mark Tremonti has been using rectifiers for years, and it's basically what the MT15 is based on. That's why I like the MT15 so much, which is that little guy right there, is because it actually reminds me more of a rectifier. And that's kind of the tone that I personally like. If you like the way this Satan sounds, then disregard everything that I'm saying. Then you're a Randall Satan guy. But I also have the Randall Diavolo. I have a Randall 153. I have a 303. I have a Randall RH200 G2. You know, so I have a bunch of Randall. I have as many Randalls as I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 Randall heads, 3 Mesa, and 1 dual rectifier clone, and 2 Marshall heads, and a Fender. 2 Marshall? The 2000 and the 800? Okay. So, do I love it? I like it. I like you. I may not love you, but I like you a lot. How about that? So everyone's going to be able to understand that. I like you a lot. I don't love you. I loved the last one. That's who I loved. I like you a lot, though. That's what the Randall Satan is. It's the I like you a lot head. Sounds great. Makes me dinner. It's pretty kinky. Wears a bunch of demonic outfits, but the Mesa rectifier crushes it. Owns a restaurant. Owns a brothel. You know? No, but you know what I mean. Like, I really like the Randall Satan. I love the Mesa rectifier. So if you get the chance to, you know, if it's neck and neck between the Satan and the rectifier, you know, I would hope that the rectifier would win. You know, I feel like, you know, I can dial in the rectifier just a little bit, and that thing just wants to kill me. The Satan's like, meow, meow. You know, it may kill you when it's older, when it, you know, later on at some point, but right now, nah. I mean, but it sounds good. Sounds good. I like it a lot. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Tired. I'm going to go to sleep soon. It's 10 o'clock. This old man's got to go to bed. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as usual, I will talk to you guys soon.